Hi friend, welcome to Market Analysis channel. On this chart, I'll be analyzing ANT Aragon. ANT has been in rally for several sections now, and ANT has been doing very great for traders who have been following our analysis on ANT and has been following our trade recommendation. I'll be starting my analysis from the point 4. That was the resistance zone that ANT hit before the sellers finally come in control and they push the price downward to the 21-day exponential moving average. It traded on it a little bit, it moved back and forth, and finally it now dropped down to the support zone below the 50-day moving average line, but it stays above the 200-day moving average. When you look at the price, the correction from this particular area, you can see that all the volumes from this bar, they are all well below the average volume. It's telling us that the price is dropping, but the sellers are getting weak. They don't have enough strength to continue pushing this price downward. And then when it gets to this exhaustion bar, the downward pressure stopped. The buyers came in a little bit. They pushed the price upward. In fact, within 2 sections, they send it back with a very huge dramatic bar above the average volume. This is the type of bar that used to mark our entry, above average volume, and a bar that closes around its peak of its range. It sent ANT upward above the 50-day average, and then it has about how many inside bar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has about 9 sections, which happens to be inside bar, and it continued the rally again. So when you look at this type of bar, it's very important. Earlier, the volume was less and the price is dropping. And when buyers come in with just one bar, which closes upward around the top of its range and the volume is above average volume, that mark the buyer strength and it sent the price upward, and that's exactly what happened because the sellers are weakening. Just few number of buyers will overwhelm the sellers and will change the direction of the market, and that's exactly what happened here. So from this support zone now, ANT continued to progress from here, and it has bounced up again. It tested the 50-day average line, it bounced up it, and it's now going to 0.4, which we will be watching very closely. And once it finally breaks through this 0.4, the upward trend will resume in ANT. Let me now scroll back and let me show you the big picture of what has been happening up till this present moment. When you look at this chart from the left side, you can see from 0.1, we have a very substantial and a great rally to 0.2. And then when it hits 0.2, which happens to be resistance, it sent it back. The seller gained more strength there. They couldn't stop at the 50-day moving average. They beat the buyers down to around 0.3, which is underneath the 200-day moving average. But since the buyers see that, wow, they want to lose their ground and they kick off, they fight back heavily, they send the price up with this from 0.3, they send the price up with this 5 upward closing bar. This 5 session was so powerful, it pushed the price above the 200-day moving average, and it's now ranged for some period of time. When it ranged, the buyers rest a little and they come in again with full force. They send the rally up drastically up to as high as 0.4, which is almost about 107% altogether from 0.3. That finally shows the buyers have now gained a lot of strength, and exactly what is happening on this area which we are now. Once the sellers now took the price again from 0.4, they sold down heavily. They breached the 50-day moving average line, now above the 200-day average line. The buyers come in a little, they send the price back upward, and now they are pushing the price towards the 0.4. And once they finally get to 0.4 and break above it, our next focus will now be on the target zone, which area where the price will now target. And once it breaks 2.5, our target zone is around 8.180, which is almost 107% increase, the distance from 0.3 to 0.4. That will now be the next target zone for ANT Aragon. And when you look at the big picture, you can see from 0.1, 2, 3, 4 support zone, you can see that the trend is going up and up. You can see the correction are little and they are less in length, but the upward trend which are going in the direction of rally is much more longer and the strength is much more powerful. If this analysis really helped you, subscribe to my channel. If you want more analysis, so mark the bell after the subscription. And if you have any question, like the video and post your question in the comment of the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next analysis. Bye bye.